What's up, everybody? Agent WD40 here. We're going to talk about some stupid nonsense today. Aliens. And why in the world would they want to come see us? I can't believe how many people's falling for this alien stuff. All these drones flying around. They look like drones to me. You can see first indication is when they go, whenever this alien aircrafts go left and then right, they plainly stop just like a drone. And I'm quite sure most people who knows anything about drones or has any drones at all, even a small one, you're gonna actually, you just know how one operates. I just can't believe how many people are dumb enough to fall for this. And even if aliens were gonna come, why would they come here? We're like completely the worst type of people you would want to visit. Sitting here playing some Ninja Turtles. Ooh, Chunk with the manhole cover. I mean, really, our planet, would you come here with all them leftists and all them 4B people? If anything, they would be embarrassed to go back to their own home world and say, oh, the humans, they're really nice people. Oh, are you kidding me? And why would they want to deal with our government, too? That's embarrassing in itself. They're going to say, oh, the leader of what they call the free world is this old senile white guy. Makes no sense. Hell, as far as we know, Biden could be an alien, too. Like Obama. Trump could honestly be an alien, I guess. Hey, maybe half of these 4B chicks are aliens. And that's why nobody can identify with them. Or even understand what the hell they're even talking about, I guess, for that matter. I don't know. I spent time studying on the Bible and seeing all the hieroglyphs in Egypt. I mean, I'm not saying that, in the past, aliens didn't exist. Because, if you open up an old school Bible, you plainly see, well, something up in the air. Leonardo da Vinci, he always painted some kind of crafts up in his paintings, so, I guess it's possible. What I don't understand is why in the world would they want anything to do with us, honestly. We're such a wicked group of people. Now, if you needed humanity for some galactic war or something, oh yeah, you would definitely hit us up, because man, we are a crazy set of people, no doubt there. If anybody's good at war, it's us. But let's be honest, why we're good at war? It's basically because our governments always put us in it. It's never the people that put us in war. Ooh, Piggy go down. I don't know. You look up in the sky and you can definitely tell it's a drone. And man, from YouTube to TikTok, man, you are getting so many videos. It's just ridiculous. And all of them are fake. You can tell they're all fake. That one that landed at the airport. Let's think about that one. If you're an alien and you have a spacecraft, why would you land at an airport? That right there tells you it's probably something government, military or something. But an alien spacecraft lands at an airport? Why would it even know what an airport is? Maybe they got airports. But don't most aliens, don't they land in fields, go after cows, probe fat chicks? I just don't get it. It all seems like it's made up, like a hoax. And it's not a very good one at all, on top of it. Because you can plainly tell they're drones. A drone cannot go left and then immediately right. It just can't. What it does do, though, is go left, stop for a second, and then go right. It goes up, stops for a second, and goes down. which is exactly what these, whatever they're calling them now. I'm still calling them UFOs, because I'm not calling them UAP, UFVs, or UFCs, whatever the word of the day is. But I also don't believe Roswell ever existed either, because I think there's too much evidence that Area 51, we already know, isn't some alien thing. It's all it is just a, they tested the SR-71 Blackbird there. And considering it was the 1950s, 1960s, that was a crazy futuristic plane back then. What would have been to them? So they called it a UFO. Well, people did. Civilians called it a UFO.
Let's take these guys out.
But I also don't think that aliens have ever visited us, at least not recently, because that would just be stupid on their part. And I don't think they're going to come here and start a war, because I really do think they get their asses handed to them. My God. I mean, aliens, if they came down to attack, they might be able to get our military, but you're not getting civilians. No way. You come up north where I live, you're gone. You're as good as dead. There's just way too many pew-pews in the world. And us civilians, we own majority of the guns. We got RPGs. Hell, I've seen people in Tennessee and Texas. What's that Cody dude? I can't remember his name now. He does YouTube. But hell, he's remaking that one tank skid loader tank, the Gildozer. So I mean, with that being said, what your puny little ladies are gonna do? Honestly. So I'm not buying into this whole alien deal. A piece of me wants to believe aliens exist, but the other piece of me says they don't, because why would they waste their time with us? They'd be 10 times more advanced than us. And hell, we can't really even get to the moon. I mean, think about it. If we actually went to the moon, don't you think our governments, especially Russian and American government, don't you think we would have bases and all kinds of stuff there? But we don't. What is the reason for that? I don't think we've ever been to the moon, but that's just my opinion. And I say this because I have heard astronauts on the International Space Station straight up tell kids in schools when they do their interviews from the space station that humans have never left low Earth orbit. Now, with that being said, did we really go to the moon? I think I watched some movie the other day that pretty much said they faked it, but only the government denies it. And when of course they would, because they want that money and them funds, just like Elon Musk. So I can see it being a scam, and it's the American government back in the days. Because, the American government thinks American people are stupid as hell. And, of course, you can't blame them for thinking that because, well, a lot of people out there are pretty stupid. We just got to be for real about it. But, as far as aliens coming to see us, why in the world would they? We're too violent of a civilization to be hooked up with any galactic civilizations. My God, we can't even find peace with amongst ourselves. The left versus the right, right versus the left. Actually, it's more the left versus the left, because the right just don't really care. But I don't know. You got these. I'm calling them drones because you can play. If you're a techie type person like myself and many others, you can look up at these videos and see RGB lighting. Come on, people, you ain't that stupid. Anybody who flies a drone knows how a drone flies and operates, from a cheap AliExpress one to a $4,000 or $5,000 drone. They all operate the same way. And then check out the speed of these footage of these drones. Now, back in the day, you could see 1 second UFO is hovering above the ground, and then pew, it's gone. Less than a split second, it's up into the atmosphere and gone. Okay, now let's look at these current drones. I mean UFOs. How come they don't disappear real quick? And why are they all of a sudden round like they're sensors? And what I mean by sensors is, are they actually aliens, or is it something, or does it have something to do with they're probing the planet? And if that's the case, that can't be good, because that means they're trying to take over something. And honestly, I pity the alien that comes over here and tries to run amok across us or around us. You better have some good shielding. You better have some good armor. Because I'm telling you right now, you ain't going to be able to handle these pew-pews that we have. And people got to stop talking about nuclear wars and stuff too, because y'all do realize that radiation fallout is a thing of the past. And people play way too much, what's that game? Fallout. I kept on thinking Nuka-Cola. But what you think is going to happen and what's the truth is never the truth. But aliens, keep your aliens in the movies where they belong. I mean, if aliens really existed and they really wanted us around, they'd have already been here. We'd have done seen them. And like we'd all like to believe that aliens want anything to do with us, it's just they're not. If they are a class 3 civilian or a civilization, why would you come to the primates and help us out any? It just doesn't make any sense. You wouldn't. You would let us evolve first and then catch up with you guys. Now, admittedly, I do admit that some of these so-called aliens you know, they're from like 100 light years away. So to us, it would appear that they're more advanced than we are. But are they really? They come from a different time frame. Hell, some of these aliens could be the ones that they were talking about, you know, from the Egyptian times. You know, there are people that claim that Moses himself was an alien. Well, I mean, besides he was a con artist, Moses wasn't no alien. I'll let you know that right now. There's a difference between being an alien and people just didn't like you back in your time. There's a reason why Moses got thrown out of the Egyptian culture, because, well, he didn't like people. He didn't like his people. People didn't like him as a pharaoh. So, being an alien, no. No, your Jesus wasn't an alien either, because why? There ain't nobody that believes in that corny crap to begin with. Well, nobody with a sane mind, anyway. Then here's another thing. What would you religious people do if you found out there really was a religion? It says in your Bible it would discredit your God. Which, in my opinion, would be a great thing, because, you know, I'm kind of tired of hearing preachers preach and lies. I'm getting tired of people thinking they're better than you because for some reason you don't want to believe in their fake fantasies. So, I mean, I say if there is aliens, bring your asses on. Get on down here. But don't meet up with everybody. I caution you now. If they don't have no hair and they're screaming how bad they hate men, aliens, good advice to you would be stay away from them. They ain't worth our time. They damn sure ain't worth your time. And keep the aliens in a movie. It's where they're more appropriate at. And even if they was aliens, I bet they're not aliens, because I'm a firm believer that man's missing link ain't going to be found here on Earth, because I don't think that humans are actually here from Earth. And the reason why I say this is because of Australia. back in the day, Australians was like what, the criminal state or whatever. That's where the Brits and everybody sent all their criminals, was over that little island called Australia. And what if that's the case here? Maybe if there is aliens, we're like that criminal civilization, that prison planet. And if we're a prison planet, why in the world would you send your people, your race, whatever, to a prison planet? Unless you're heavily in a war. Because I have no doubt, out of all the civilizations that could be in all the known galaxies, oh, I bet we're the worst of them all. I mean, how do you become a Type 2 or Type 1 civilization if most people can't even talk to each other because of their political views? Because you're a Trumper or a fakist or leftist, whatever you want to call each other. I don't know. Maybe they do exist, maybe they don't. My theory is, though, if they really did exist, why they don't want to come here. You've seen enough Star Trek movies. You leave civilizations alone. Don't interfere. You know, young Spock learned that about saving that one civilization from the volcano. I mean, if aliens existed, why ain't they helping us out? California got a 7.0 earthquake, and it's still here, which is unfortunate. And it's right around San Francisco, the city that should be gone anyway. And if you're an advanced civilization like aliens and stuff, and you're coming here to ask for our help because we are the violent people, why in the world would you chance messing up your civilization just for one human? Because I am telling you, where there's a human, we're going to screw something up. We're going to piss somebody off. And we're going to take everything. Not only that, don't get us on one of your ships. Because we're a curious type of people. We're going to take it apart just to see how your crap runs. And you don't want that. I don't know. I think even if there was aliens, they're not going to come here. And whoever's flying all these drones, you're doing a pretty good job. You're faking stupid people. But we're going to be real here for a second. They are drones. And if y'all cannot see the difference between something futuristic and simply a drone, I don't know, get your eyes checked, grow up, something, I don't know. But I know I'm getting tired of going on TikTok and YouTube, and everybody and their mom and their mom's dog is talking about aliens, but nobody has one picture that's real yet. And there's another thing. With today's technology in our cameras, I have a super old LG L8X phone or Thin Q phone or something like that. It's got a hell of a camera on it. I can literally zoom that thing to a crater to the moon. But what do we get instead? A potato video. Looked like it was shot from a Samsung S2 and 3 from 2001, 2002. Makes no sense. I just think people need to grow up. You're wishing for something that ain't ever gonna happen. This is Agent WD40 and I'm out.